What's up? What's up? It's your boy Corey B. Today is a very special and important day for me and my family. Today is July 28th, which is Mama's birthday. Now, when I was back home in Austin, we used to, something I kind of started doing. I don't know about your family, but my family, we've got a really big family, right? Lots of cousins, aunts, uncles, like families stretch. It's huge. Oh, by the way, please excuse the mess. I'm in my office and I'm still getting moved in and settled into this place. It's kind of chaotic, so I got boxes and stuff everywhere. But anyway, so let's get back to this. We got an enormous family, right? And my mom was the one who, out of all of our family, she tried to bring everybody together. She was the glue. She tried to get everybody together, try to organize events. She'd pay for everything, even when she was broke. She'd be the one to call everyone, write everyone, try to reach out, get people connected, and, get us all together. I remember her doing this from the time I was a little bitty, right? My mom was just that special person. She did that. And I remember when my grandma died, when my grandma on her side died, we were all at the gravesite, right? And lots of people were crying, and she kind of died suddenly, and so it kind of freaked all of us out a little bit. And so everybody was crying, everybody was messed up, and some of us were just trying to comfort each other and things like that, hugs and reminiscing and talking. And I remember it was interesting because several people said, hey, we got to get together, right? They said, we got to get together as a family, and we got to do it when it's not at a funeral, because we seem to just keep getting together at funerals. We need to get together. And like I said, we got lots of cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody, people all over the place, right? And so it's kind of hard to get everybody together, but Mom always tried. And because Mom always tried, and then, like I said, we were at my grandma's funeral, and everybody was like, man, why do we do this more often when it's not when someone's dying or died? Let's get together. And so when my mom passed, and the last time I saw a lot of those people was at my grandma's funeral, the same moment where they said, hey, let's not let this happen. Then we go a few years, then my mom passes, and some of these people show up for just that. They show up just to say their goodbyes because she was really sick and she was kind of, on her way out. Some of those people didn't even show up to the funeral, but again, those people who did show up, they showed up, and that was it. And so I took it upon myself. I was like, you know what, Mom always was the one who tried to get us together, and everybody kept saying, hey, let's do this when it's not a funeral, but then they didn't do it, and that bothered me. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna host a family reunion at my house. I did the works. I went all out. I mean, I got speakers, and Kimberly helped me set up an entire playlist, songs that my mom liked. I mean, genres, classic rock and roll, country, pop songs. I mean, everything, like, we set up the smoker out back, and I was grilling, like, everything. I was grilling all kinds of food, burgers, sausage, hot dogs. We were doing everything. We just wanted to make sure that this was going to be set up for everybody, and it was going to be really good. And most of my family didn't show up. My brother was there. My brother Jason was there. My Aunt Yvonne and her three kids, her three boys. That was it. My daughter showed up for a little while, but she had to leave early. But that was literally it. So nobody showed up. And so it kind of just became a thing. I was like, you know what, I'm going to throw... But it was interesting because when I told my friends at work, I was like, I'm having this cookout tomorrow for my mom's birthday, but it seems like all my family's bailing. And they're like, dude, we're your family, man. We'll be there. And there was over 50 people in my house at one point. And they circulated in and out of the house from 1 in the afternoon till going on 1 in the morning. There was people in and out. But at one point, I think there was at least 50 people in there at one time. And so that kind of became my thing. I was like, you know what? Every year on her birthday, I'm going to have a big get-together. If family comes, they come. If they don't, they don't. But I'm going to keep inviting them, right? Well, then since me and Kimberly have been on the road, we try to do something special. We try to find a cool little place that we can go out to eat or something. And then we come back and we'll watch a movie or something like that. We'll just do something that's kind of like a nod to her. A movie that she would have watched. A place that she would have loved to eat. Eating was important for Mom. It was important for me and Mom. It's something we shared. As Mom's health began to continue to get worse over the years, they continued to tell her that with her Crohn's attacking her body, that at some point she wasn't going to be able to eat. And that was a huge thing for her. She was like, I don't want any surgeries done where I can't eat. I want to be able to eat. What's the point of living if you just getting your food through a tube, you know? She wanted to eat. She was like, I'll do any other surgery, but not that. She taught me how to cook. And she taught me how to appreciate and love food. She really did. The fancy food, the ghetto food, you know, good old soul food, country cooking. Yeah, she taught me how to love food. Steak and potatoes, homemade greens, homemade cornbread with corn and jalapenos in it. And Mom taught me all kinds of stuff. Taught me how to make chili beans. Now, chili beans and chili are two different things. Taught me how to make goulash. Yeah. Mom taught me lots of stuff. Mom made me who I am today. So like I said, we always pick like a fancy restaurant, or not fancy, but a restaurant that we think she would have appreciated. And that's where we go, right? And this year, Corey and Colton, they're 9 and 10. They're special little guys. They remember Grandma and they love Grandma. And they love us to share stories at bedtime. We'll tell Grandma stories and stuff. And it's really something else. It's something else to see how much they still remember and how much they love her and how much she affects their lives every day, and mine too. And so yesterday the boys came with a bunch of ideas. Hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. And all these little, they have big, huge things. There's little things we're gonna do throughout the day. And each one of them somehow honored a memory of Mom, of their grandma. I'm so blessed to have them. They've helped me through this. Every year it's hard, and every year Corey and Colton make it real special for me. Mom had this enormous energy about herself. She had a way of just completely lighting a place up. And she had this like overwhelming love of Jesus Christ that she could share with other people. She could love people the way that other people didn't know how. She would give her last plate if she was broke and she cooked food. She gave some to me and some to Jason, and she'd have her plate. She'd find out her neighbor was hungry. She'd give him her plate rather than eat it herself. She couldn't eat knowing somebody else was hungry. She taught me about business. She taught me about life. She taught me about relationships. She taught me how to be a man. She taught me how to respect women. She taught me how to respect myself. I'm who I am because of her. I always wanted to make her proud and do amazing things just to show her. It's important to remember where you came from, where you've been, and it's important to remember those things so you can see where you're going. It's important to remember the inspiration in your lives. The little things, the big things. Sometimes it's easy to pick out those big things. Sometimes it's easy to pick out the little things, but rarely do people actually pick out all of it. All of it. Like you can't let any of it go. You gotta know. Those little moments in your life are important. So are the big ones. It's really hard. But you gotta remember those, because they're the ones that change things for you. They're the ones that change your life. I can look back and see so many countless moments that these are the moments who made me me. Remember who you are if you want to see where you're going. You're special people of influence in your life. Don't let them slip by. It's your boy. I hope this gives you some insight. I hope this helps you. And happy birthday to Mom. I hope y'all have a great day.